Yo, 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 what is up, boys? Welcome back to another video. It is GCTV with you guys here as always. And pretty much I've been doing a lot of first listens, but instead of just reacting to the full thing, I come back and review it for you guys, kind of give some information about the album, and then I give you guys my thoughts. Today we have Nostalgia Ultra with Frank Ocean. We're continuing the theme. We will do Endless on Wednesday. We won't do it tomorrow because we're doing Spider-Man, but yeah. Anyways, about the album, Nostalgia Ultra is Frank Ocean's debut mixtape, which was released on February 16, 2011 on Ocean's Tumblr page with almost no promotion. He uploaded the mixtape to iTunes with the genre labeled as bluegrass and death metal. The mixtape's inspiration came from Hurricane Katrina in New Orleans, which is where Frank himself used to live. The lyrics usually revolve around themes of relationships, personal affection, reflection, and social commentary. In May 2011, his label announced the mixtape would be released as an EP on July 26, 2011. It was later delayed to July 2011 and was eventually canceled, although they still released Novocaine as a single on May 31st, 2011, and then Swim Good as the second single on October 18th, 2011. And you can still download the mixtape. Starting off with Street Fighter, this introduction to Frank Ocean's debut mixtape Nostalgia Ultra is titled after the Street Fighter game series. The first game in the series came out in 1987, same year Frank was born. While no Street Fighter games were released on the Nintendo 64 system, some were made available for the Sega Dreamcast, including Street Fighter III, Third Strike, released in 1999. Frank would have been 12 years old at the time and may have played this game, causing it to be nostalgic for him. 3 other tracks on this album are also named after video games: Bitches Talkin', Metal Gear Solid, GoldenEye, and Soul Calibur. Next is Strawberry Swing. Strawberry Swing, the first actual song on Nostalgia Ultra, immediately introduced the theme of the entire mixtape, nostalgia. Now that he's grown up, Frank reminisces upon all the good times he had with a childhood friend. He also expands on a scenario in which the Earth itself will soon become a memory as it's destroyed itself. Coming up next is Novocaine. Novocaine, the lead single from Frank Ocean's debut mixtape Nostalgia Ultra, describes what it's like to have sex while on drugs, and it details a relationship between Ocean and a girl in dental school who also does porn to subsidize her tuition. The song's title is a play on Novocaine, a numbing drug primarily used by dentists when performing painful procedures like cavity fillings or root canals. The intentionally incorrect spelling of Novocaine points to the theme of drug use. A nova is a star that suddenly increases its light output and then fades away to its former obscurity. Like a nova, Frank Ocean experiences fleeting heights before eventually coming down. Next song is We All Try. On We All Try, the conflict presented is between optimism and cynicism. 2 verses: what he believes, verse 1, and what he does not, verse 2. Frank affirms the optimistic approach. Whether his belief is rooted in secular humanism or a particular religious tradition is unclear, but he gives several hints that allow either interpretation. But no matter what he believes in, he still believes in humanity. Additionally, Frank speaks out against homophobia and reveals that he is pro-choice. Next song is Bitches Talkin' Metal Gear Solid. Bitches Talkin' Metal Gear Solid is named after the popular game series Metal Gear, which was originally released in 1987, the same year Frank was born. Other interludes on this mixtape are also named the video game series, including the introduction to Street Fighter, GoldenEye, and Soul Calibur. Moving on to number 6 is Songs for Women. On Songs for Women, Frank Ocean can't decide whether to rue or revel in his conflicted feelings about women. On one hand, his musical talents give him leverage with the ladies, but the struggle and effort of creating the music pushes his love interest further away as they spend less time together. Songs for Women is one of the few tracks on the mixtape that does not contain a sample, as production came entirely from Happy Perez. Next is Love Crimes. Love Crimes is about the crazy behavior and situations that love and lust can often lead to. Frank repeatedly sings about murder, which seems to refer to abortion in this extended conceit. Nicole Kidman's adulterous soliloquy from the film Eyes Wide Shut, 1999, Stanley Kubrick, is integrated throughout the track. Let's move on to GoldenEye. Will this take 10 minutes? Just 10 minutes? I think so. There's nothing to really say about GoldenEye. Next is There Will Be Tears. Frank sings about the emotional heartache he suffered from his absent father growing up and the death of the only father figure he ever had, his grandfather. That was I don't remember what song I really liked. Next song is Swim Good. This is the 10th track on Frank's debut mixtape, Nostalgia Ultra. It also bears remarkable similarities to Kanye West's album, 808s and Heartbreak, even referencing at one point, this is a dark song connected with Kanye's also very darkly themed album. Pretty good song. Next is Dust. Dust is a love song Frank is letting his guard down and allows himself to move forward with his life. Dust appears on the Nostalgia Ultra mixtape, of course. Oh shoot. Sorry about that. Next song is American Wedding, the climax of Frank Ocean's mixtape album Nostalgia Ultra. The song's sample of Hotel California created a major controversy when the Eagles demanded to be paid for every time Ocean performed at American Wedding live. Some people in the industry are just so bogus, man. Next song is called Soul Calibur. Along with Street Fighter 1987 and GoldenEye 1997, Soul Calibur 1995 is another interlude referencing an old nostalgic video game. Frank has referenced video games throughout his discography, even opening his 2012 Chanel Orange with the iconic PlayStation startup screen sound, which we actually talked about yesterday. That album took a while to review, but I don't think this one will. Let's move on to the final track, Nature Feels, and then I'll get my thoughts. Frank soulfully warbles to us over the trippy production of MGMT's song Electric Feel, yeah. MGMT, man, they're pretty iconic. Frank Ocean, obviously he's inspired by a lot of artists on the album, even playing songs from their records and like making tracks that sound just like theirs, have same names as theirs. I like the interludes where he puts the tape in, he transitions into the track that he's referring to, and then he performs his version of that track. I really like the concepts. Frank Ocean as a concept artist is one of the best in pop history, I feel like. Absolutely no features on this one. No listed features. Obviously, there's samples with like Mr. Hudson, MGMT, stuff like that. Obviously, the whole album is damn near sampled, but obviously there's no credited features. Of course, he's going to ask the artist for the permission to use the samples, but this is a mixtape. It didn't really get a lot of light shined on it. Channel Orange and Blonde are obviously his popular ones. Endless is not as popular. We will review that Wednesday. But yeah, really good album from Frank Ocean. I love the song with the Mr. Hudson sample. That was amazing. Wow, that sounded incredible. That was one of the best sounding things I've heard in Frank Ocean's discography. This album is better than Channel Orange. I will say that. Right now, it doesn't get as much light, but I definitely feel like it's better. I enjoy it a lot more. Maybe not a lot more, but I enjoy it. Sonically, it's amazing, and usually an artist's debuts are just spectacular, and this is no different. This situation with Frank Ocean, his best album is Blonde. Yeah, Blonde is one of the most iconic pop albums of all time, but you get an album like this, and it's just like, damn, this guy made this album for the first musical piece in his career. This is what he made, and this is incredible. I feel like this is very incredible. A lot of talent shown, a lot of vocal range, a lot of production talents, a lot of sample usage, and the use of samples is actually very underrated because if you want to use samples, you have to be well versed in music, and Frank Ocean actually refers to that in this album. And also, again, we continue with another great selection of concepts through this album. Look at the track list. You're talking about Novocaine referring to a girl in dental school and like cocaine. Let's see. We All Try, like Have Some Faith in Humanity, a Hope song. What else? Songs for Women, talking about how his music gets women. And people are like, no fair, you get women with your music, that's stupid. Love Crimes, talking about all the illegal, unmoral stuff that happens when you're in love with someone. There Will Be Tears. Swim Good is like this whole metaphor of him, and literally of him driving in the ocean. Very suicidal song, talking about his struggles with his family and his past. American Wedding, talking about gay marriage and his ideal marriage compared to an American traditional one. But yeah, that is pretty much it. The channel schedule goes like this. Tomorrow, we're going to be playing Guardians of the Galaxy, and we're going to actually review the Spider-Man movie that just came out. And again, I am all done for today. Maybe I should have made more content. I don't know. Wednesday, we're going to be playing this new Matrix thing because Matrix actually releases on Wednesday, so I think it's fitting to do that. And we're going to review Endless by Frank Ocean. Thursday, we're going to do Testing by A$AP Rocky, and then we're going to do New Music Friday. Friday, Friday that night of Christmas Eve, we will have a Madden special. Saturday, I'm gonna show you guys what I got for Christmas, some collection stuff. It's mostly what it is. And Sunday, we're gonna go back to the normal schedule, Avengers album review. But yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Anyways, it's been Jeezy TV. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this music. Hopefully you enjoyed my review. Have a good rest of your day. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my day. You guys do the same.